Good morning, Rising Vibes. So, today I wanted to talk about breakthroughs of manifestation. And I want to talk about mine. Mine has to do with my Starseed child. And she is a very, very powerful Starseed child. Her power of suggestion is out of this world. I've seen the most calm vibrational handlers be manipulated by my daughter's vibrational suggestions. Well, my daughter was put under the horrible label of autism, and if you know anything about it, they're extremely intelligent children that find no need in learning the simple things that come naturally to most of us from birth. Because they're so 4D and 5D, they're already out of the matrix. They're like, why learn the matrix? Like, they don't see any point in it. Nothing is on their routine. It's just not gonna go. Well, with having my beautiful Starseed child, my stubborn teenager trapped in a little kid's body Starseed child, it makes life a little more interesting. And you learn to just accept that some people are just not awake. You also try to get held back from the matrix. And everybody's wishes were far different from mine. And I was not one that wanted to gripe about it, because I wouldn't trade my children for the world. They're my everything. They're the only ones that are gonna be there, no matter what, because they're mine. But anyways, the matrix tries to hold you back, and I had been held back from pursuing my careers that I really liked, because then I'd make too much money, and then I didn't have enough to cover her surgeries and stuff like that, so I couldn't just get off of the government's radar. And my wishes are different from most people's wishes. I wanted to be free. I wanted to be set free. Just give me a chance. Let me do and become what I want to become. Quit holding me back. Quit minimizing my life. I remember when I went up and I was talking with the, office that monitors everything. Well, hold on. Sorry, glitch. But when they were monitoring everything, they were telling me that if I was to ever get married, that my daughter's stuff would shut off. And at that moment in time, it crushed me, because I was sitting here thinking, there's no way. My daughter means more to me. It doesn't matter how much I love the man. I can't just let my daughter suffer for my love. And so I had decided that I couldn't get married, because I couldn't afford it. And when it got to that, it got to manifesting. I mean, all of my fears, all of my setbacks manifested. Well, since I've been here and I have been growing in these dimensions and living life and enjoying nature, I had a major breakthrough. There was a mom who started a program in Colorado where I live. Now her son's now 50. She's up there in her years, but she was sitting here and she was talking about, lifelong goals. And I was expecting it to be like, how regular people that are in the matrix would talk. But no, she was awake. And I believe a lot of us that have Starseed children, that are intense Starseed children, I mean the ones that are really given a huge impact, that have supernatural psychic abilities out of this world, to the point that you almost think that they know your next move, because they do. They were born out of the matrix. They are children that weren't supposed to be here according to the Matrix. But spiritually, they're here. And she was talking about all these things, and I finally got that hope. And after I got that hope, my major breakthrough is coming through. And I am about to be out of the Matrix. Because my daughter is about to be taken care of no matter what. Because I'm about to be right in my vibrational frequency. And I am finally free to do the choices that I wish. And I still have my child. And she is going to be taken care of. Don't allow all of these other negative energies to come in and tear you down. Same thing with sickness. So, with my part in that, like, I had a question from Shavannah. She is from Italy. Thank you for your question, Shavannah. It was, do people that don't eat meat, do they still get sick? And it's kind of ironic because I'm getting over the suggestion of sickness. So yes, that answers your question. Yes, people that don't eat meat can still get sick. Sickness has to do with a couple of things. It has to do with your mindset, your state of mind, your subconscious and your conscious, your, human flesh and how it is working. I was down in my vibrations because I was going through a really rough period. Because after that talk with that lady, I was upset, but I was happy, but I was more upset with myself. Because if I would have done what she would have done and stormed the courthouses and be like, no, this is unacceptable. My child is not retarded, and you are going to help me pay for the stuff that she needs because she is special. And you need her abilities to be able to survive in this world. And you know it. And that's what that mom did years and years ago. But there's too many of us now that accept these labels and everything else. And it tore me down because it's like, I don't want my child looked at in that way. And then I met a group of people that look at my child and they see her abilities. And my child communicates with them telepathically. And it's amazing to see. This stuff is real. Why shun your gifts? Because you're going to be looked at as schizophrenic or bipolar or autistic or dyslexic. We were not put here to blend in. We were put here to help evolve this world, to bring it out of killing and chaos. But when you're down in your vibrations and you have all these suggestions of sickness just coming around, just creeping in, if your vibrations are low enough, it attaches. And it becomes that. And your excuses help lower your vibrations. And I've had to learn that. Because I was looking at it and I was like, why don't I get a chance to be somebody's wife and raise my daughter and live a good life and work my butt off, to provide whatever I need for her instead of limiting me to what I can do for my child. Because you want to keep her from telling about the Matrix. It's ridiculous. It's not a war. It's a war in our heads. We're all born into this. So it's not like, we just decided we were going to rule stuff today and that's how it's going to go for the rest of our lives. It can if you create your own reality, if you put yourself on that vibrational frequency. So quit giving in to the suggestions of others. Quit asking man or woman what to do next. You know what to do next. The saying, treat others how you want to be treated. It is true. Because what you let out is what comes back. And if it doesn't, there's a blockage in your vibrational frequency. And you got to figure out what it is. Because that blockage creates lower vibrations. Until next time, raise your vibes. And learn how to live and be you. Be your greatest version. Till next time, rising vibes your way.